Welcome to The Adult Man. My name's William, and today I'm talking about the 11 most essential accessories that every guy needs. Let's get into it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below and also give us a thumbs up. Super helpful, and I really appreciate it, so thank you for doing that. As I said, we're talking about the 11 most critical, crucial, essential accessories that every guy should have on them. Not at all the time, but you'll see through these accessories, each one of these serves a different purpose in your life. And so to have at least one of each of these accessories will serve you well. Let's get straight into this list. At number one, this is my favorite accessory. It is the most common accessory. It's a watch. Now, you can stop with just one watch. You can just pick up one and it'll serve you, you get kind of like an all-rounder. But I have a huge watch collection. I can't just stop at one. I have over 20 watches. But if you were to just pare it down to 1, 2, or 3 watches, here's some of my top picks. If you want to go with something that has a metal link bracelet, this is works well in the office, works well, as you're going out and hanging out with the dudes, whatever it is. A metal link bracelet with a chronograph, that's a pretty solid bet. And here I have the Bandana Apex. This is a great all-around watch, pretty affordable, just looks super cool, looks a little bit edgy. So I'm a big fan of this one. You could also go with something minimalist. This is also a hyper versatile, that's not even a thing, but this is a very, very versatile watch. This is the Nordgreen Native. Huge fan of this. Has a dome sapphire crystal. It's a pretty slim 40mm diameter. It doesn't really have much going on, so this blends really well if you're wearing a suit, if you go between more like a dress watch, but also looks great casually. So the Nordgreen Native, big fan of this minimalist watch. And then lastly, I also have the Wear C5. This is a USA built field watch, dome sapphire crystal, Swiss quartz movement. This thing has the NATO strap on it. This is like a beast watch. Again, these are all in the same price range, like right under $200. And basically like the Wear C5, this is a tremendous watch in terms of like, I just wear this out and flip tires, no problem. This is a great watch. So you need a watch for sure. Which one you get, it's totally up to you. It's what you need. Those are three of my favorites. The second essential item that you should have, to me, this pairs well with the watch. To me, this brings your whole look together and kind of adds that little pop, adds that little flair. It's a bracelet. Now, I have two kinds of bracelets that I often wear. Right now, my favorite bracelet is from Me & Sai. I have this matte silver cuff bracelet. Check out Me & Sai. I have a link in the description down below to their website, but they have tons of great bracelet options in gold, in silver, polished, unpolished, with some grooves in it. You have tons of different options that are really, really cool, and I'm a huge fan of the brand Me & Sai. Go check them out. The other type of bracelet that I'll wear sometimes is a beaded bracelet. This is just a cheap one from Amazon, but there are tons of great companies that offer this type of beaded bracelets that look a little bit nicer than the one I have. But yeah, this is just a cool, pretty laid back option that you can wear. Beaded bracelets, I'm a fan. They're good they're not so formal. Don't wear this into the office or anything like that, but to have this out, it just adds a little interest, a little intrigue to your outfit. So beaded bracelet, check it out. Boom. Next up on my list, and to me very near and dear to my heart, is a baller pen. If you get yourself a nice pen, you pull it out whenever you need to, sign some important documents. That happens sometimes in your life. You bust out a sweet pen. It just feels good, especially if you have one with a little bit of heft. Here are I got two Mont Blanc pens. And these, for me as a writer, I write in my notebook every day and I'm in it. So a nice pen really kind of pays off for itself in terms of just making you feel like a baller. And that's what you want. You want something that's gonna make you feel like a baller. So pens, put them on the list. The fourth essential accessory that every guy should have is a ring. Now, this is a wedding ring. I don't recommend you wear a wedding ring unless you're actually married, but there are tons of great ring options for guys if you want to kind of step up your wardrobe and add that little bit of panache. There are signet rings. You can go with a signet ring with just like the straight metal. You can add a stone in there like turquoise or onyx. There's lots of cool rings out there for guys. a lot of people say you should only only match the metals between your ring, bracelet, and watch. I personally adhere to that. Like I only like to wear all silver accessories. I don't have very many gold accessories in terms of like, I don't have a gold ring, I don't have a gold bracelet or a gold watch, because I don't think that gold looks good on me. And for that reason, I also don't mix the metals. I go all silver, but I've seen plenty of people who do mix and match the metals. They'll have a gold ring or a gold bracelet and a silver watch. You can definitely pull it off. It's just not personally for me, so I'm gonna leave that up to you, whether or not you wanna mix and match your metals. My fifth essential accessory that every guy should have, you don't have to have it on you all the time, but you should have it sometimes, is a pocket knife. Now, I used to work as a coffee roaster, and these were absolutely essential to have on you every single day, because you'd have to get those big old 175-pound sacks of coffee and cut them open so that you could load it into the roaster and such forth and so on. So I got pretty used to carrying around a pocket knife with me all the time, but now that I don't do that anymore, I have a little bit more of a decorative pocket knife. Now, this is from Real Simple Tools, and I got this as part of a bespoke post package. I'm gonna have a link to that down below in the description. But yeah, basically you have an oak handle, little brass in there, and then it has a Damascus steel blade. So this piece is super simple, looks beautiful. I love the weight of it. I just pop it in the pocket sometimes if I'm going out, and you just always have it on you just in case you need it for any old reason. If you have to cut open a 175-pound bag of coffee, you're ready. No adventure would be complete without your handy dandy backpack. Now that is my next accessory on this list, is a baller backpack that you love carrying around with you. This is from Moral Code. I'm a huge fan of this pack. I've taken it to the cabin by the lake, and just having this roll top leather bag, this is gonna go for decades and decades. I'm gonna pass this down. I'm gonna be grandpappy, and I'm gonna pass this bag down. So a sweet leather backpack, makes you look good. People know, like, damn, that guy's got a leather backpack. I wanna know what his deal is. So backpacks, get them. The seventh accessory on my list, this one I'm putting on just for me, but a notebook. This is Moleskine. Love these notebooks. They look so old fashioned, and you just crinkle them up, beat them to death. I'm in a notebook every single day. If I didn't have a notebook, I would have no idea what's going on. So I always carry this with me wherever I'm traveling. I have a small Moleskine notebook that I can put inside my pocket if I need to. The next item on my list is a tie bar. Now, tie bars are an excellent way of, you got your tie, you got your suit and tie, you're looking good, but you add a little piece of hardware in there, really elevates the whole look. You toss in a pocket square, the look is complete. The ninth absolutely essential accessory that every guy needs, pair of sunglasses. Now, for me, you gotta keep these baby blues protected, you gotta look good. Where else do you turn but to a nice pair of sunglasses? These are from Illusteva. I remember looking at these, I saw them at the time. It was the most expensive thing I had purchased. These I think were like around $200. And I was like, you know what? It's time. And so I invested in a nice pair of sunglasses. It's like 6 years later now. And I'm still loving these glasses. They're still like new, super high quality. But anytime you can get a really good pair of sunglasses that looks a little bit beyond your standard pair of Ray-Bans or anything like that, it just elevates whatever look you're doing. These ones have the clear acetate on bottom with the tortoise shell on top. I really like that dual tone look, and I think that really elevates anytime if I'm doing just something like this, boom, the whole look elevated with a pair of sunglasses. Item number 10 is a slim wallet. This is from Decadent Minimalist. This one is made of stainless steel, and basically all the cards that I use kind of slip in and out like that, and it is super easy to use. It has a little clip back here so you can stash some cash in there, but really overall this is super easy to just pop in. If I have it say in my pocket, boom, it's super slim, no problem to use this. I'm a huge fan of the slim wallet, and since I got this, I haven't actually gone back to one of the bulkier leather wallets because frankly, it's not necessary. And I'm the kind of person where if I have a leather wallet, I'll stuff receipts in there thinking they're important and then completely forget about them. And then basically I just have this like disaster in my wallet, and I'm not about that. So I like to keep it simple. I like how this kind of restricts me into keeping my wallet very, very slim. So it looks great in trouser pockets. It looks great in jean pockets, and it's really easy to use. So this is Decadent Minimalist, link in the description below. And my final essential accessory that every guy should own is a bandana. Now, if you have a bandana, you can use it as a handkerchief. You can use it as a hanky if someone next to you is crying. You just bust it out and give it to them. If you need to wipe the dirt off your boots, you just have it in your pocket. So again, you're not gonna carry a bandana around with you everywhere you go because you don't really need to, but if you have one in your pocket whenever you're wearing like the whole look, when you get the raw denim jeans, the pair of boots, bam, you got a bandana in the pocket, you look way cool. And it's super helpful to super helpful to have a rag on you at all times. Like if you think about it, walk around, you probably find a bunch of good uses for a bandana if you had one in your pocket. So for that reason, highly recommend it. My personal favorite bandana company, they're called Jenny Earl. They're based in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which is where I am filming this, is where I'm living. They do hand-dyed organic cotton bandanas, and they just do these really interesting designs, these really cool patterns in colors that I think fit a masculine wardrobe. You know, they have like muted browns, muted reds, things like that that aren't so bright, colorful, and it doesn't have that paisley. And I'm sick of paisley, to be honest with you. I've never liked paisley, and so I'm just psyched to see a bandana that doesn't have paisley on it. Guys, those are my 11 essential accessories that every guy should have, but I know there's more out there. I know there are some accessories out there that are essential to you, so please put those down in the comments. Let me know what those are. Subscribe while you're at it, hit that button, give me a thumbs up, and until next time, stay manly.